to sine 2x. Okay? If you decide to use compound angles, you still have to come to sine 2x. Okay? I'll just show you. Can you just pay attention? Don't write anything down. Don't write anything. Make sure you pay attention. If you didn't know that cos 90 minus 2x is equal to sine 2x, you can use compound angles, which will be, number what? Number 1. The 90 degrees will be your alpha. The 2x will be your beta. Cos 90 is 0. So 0 times cos 2x gives you 0. Right? Then sine 90 is a 1. Then sine 2x. So you have 1 times sine 2x, that will give you sine 2x. You following that? Yeah. So all your reductions that you did last year, they can now easily be done because of this 4 here. They should be easier now to work with. Okay? But it's better to use core ratios here. It's very quick. So cos 90 minus 2x sine 2x. Right? Okay? Then tan 180 plus x. 180 plus x is in the third quadrant. Now in the third quadrant, tan is positive. So you get tan x. That's grade 11. So from here to there, grade 11. From here to there, grade 11. I'm not in grade 12 yet. Right? Then, to simplify this, it's grade 11. But I've realized that most of you have got issues there. So I'm going to simplify it as sine 360 degrees minus x. I saw this in the match test. So this will be squared like this. That's what it is. Okay? This means that. So you have to convert sine 360 minus x first. You get minus sine x. Then you square that. The final answer will always be positive. It's never negative. Right? So this will be sine 2x times tan x plus minus sine x squared. Okay? In the end, we are going to get a positive sine squared x. Okay, so this becomes sine 2x. Allow me to convert the tan x to sine over cos. Okay, so here, if you did this up to there, I saw someone, I think it was one the sheet, got up to this point. You also got, okay. I just remembered her because I looked at her book in more detail. Yeah. But how many of you got it right up to there? Right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the mark allocation so far. Because it's important for you to know how the marks are allocated. So the first mark will be for that sine 2x. Then the other mark here, tan x. The other mark is sine squared x. Right? Then converting tan x to sine over cos. So you should have 4 marks so far. Okay? You have 4 marks so far. So at least it's better to get those 4, maybe out of 6 or 7, than to get 0. Okay? Then from here now, the grade 12 now kicks in. Okay? Everything up to that point is grade 11. Now, at this stage, we haven't done double angles yet. Okay? So what we do, we are going to use, let me use a different color there. Okay, so I'm going to use the compound angles, number 3 there, to simplify this. Okay? 2x can be written as x plus x. So that it will look like number 3, the left-hand side of number 3. Right? Are you following that? So this will become sine x plus x times sine x over cos x plus sine squared x. Okay? Now, we now have to expand the sine x plus x. Now, in this case here, the first x is like your alpha there. The second x is like your beta there. Okay? So when we expand this, we end up getting sine x times cos x plus sine x times cos x. Then I have to put this in brackets because it's an expansion of sine x plus x. Right? That's why I'm putting it in brackets. Then this will multiply sine x over cos x plus sine squared x. Okay? Now, the good thing is that the expression inside the brackets, okay, because those two terms are like terms. It's like 1 plus 1 gives you what? 2. I hope you can see that they are like terms. I hope everybody can see that. Right? So this will be equal to 2 sine x times cos x, which is actually one of the one of the four double angles that I will talk about later. Right? This multiplies sine x over cos x plus sine squared x. Okay? Then, because of multiplication, this cos x and that cos x, they will cancel out because of multiplication. Okay? So when they cancel out, you're left with 2 sine x times sine x. Then you can start smiling. So this becomes 2 sine squared x plus sine squared x. So that's 2 plus 1 gives you 3 sine squared x, which is equal to the right hand side. Okay? So that's how you could have done the question. Maybe, probably 6, 7 somewhere. Right. Please be aware that some of the questions on proofs, they've got so many marks that if you can get it right, you have scored a large amount of marks. Just by doing one question. Yes. Okay, so far I have shown you the 4. The second 4, it will be this one here. Can you stop that? Stop that. Can you put it in your bag, please? Because I know that when I'm looking the other way, you can end up taking a seat. Can you put it in your bag? So that's the 50 mark. Okay? And maybe you could also allocate it there. Okay. Here, yes. Yes. For getting that 2 sine squared x. So this question here should be about 6 marks. Okay? Should be about 6 marks. Please be aware that you can convert directly from sine 2x straight away to 2 sine x cos x. It's an identity, which is called a double angle identity for sine, which I'll talk about later, but just now actually. Okay? Any question? Yes. Can you try to speak up now? All right. Uh, let's move on to 3A. Okay. 3A, I'm gonna do it because of. You don't have to, sir. It's similar to the one we have. Okay. You're sure? Yes, it's similar to the D1. Okay. All right. Listen, you can sit down on your own and try it out. Okay. Hopefully your math workbook has got a similar example like the one I did for cosine. Yes. So you can always refer to that one. Okay. So allow me now to move on. Yes. But what if you did like reduction science with but that's a long route. Yeah, because are you talking about using? Yeah, well, we have to apply that concept. Okay, right. Can I just clarify what you said? Please, it's not always that you might have to use compound anymore. Sometimes you just have to use your knowledge of reduction from Greenland directly. But if you forgot, maybe I would suggest that on a rough page, use compound angle to get the correct result. But that means you are going to end up spending extra time, which is unnecessary. Okay? Just imagine if you're writing a test, someone just converts this straight away to sine squared x, and someone who uses the compound angle identities and then simplifying. Time will be what? Will be moving. There is no mark allocated for using compound angles. Be aware of it. Because this conversion from here to there can be done using reduction from last week. Okay? So if you use compound angles, you're going to end up spending extra time. And you might not finish the paper. Okay? Okay. Let me